we have a $400 billion deficit, $1 trillion debt. We do have double-digit unemployment, and we have wealth-creating industries on their knees. But I would ask you, because they're already putting it in the window for the voters to see, ladies and gentlemen, in case there is a fall election. I would ask you here in the Talkback Hour, should government, is this the time to be legacy building? To be thinking big? And should government program spending be expanded? Government programs reformed, made more generous? These spending levels, these budget deficits, should they become the rule and not the exception? Because we need to improve Canada's social safety net, for example, by way of basic income guarantees, new, improved, more generous, reformed employment insurance. Or is it time for austerity? Austerity. And you put government spending on a diet. Hey, maybe you're in a crash diet. You shouldn't be expanding programs and introducing new programs, but instead winding down the programs that were brought in, yes, to deal with an economic lockdown, a shutdown, a contraction in the GDP of almost 40%. You start winding those programs down, not making up brand new ones. Love to know where you come down on that. And Trump, 63 days to go, ladies and gentlemen. My gosh, and then it'll all be over. Well, be the end of the beginning. November 3rd is the U.S. presidential election. That's 63 days from today. You you watch as much news as I do. I'm sure you do. You've seen the videos. You read the news reports. You hear it on the radio, whatever the case might be. You see it on your Facebook. What's happening in the United States? The protests, the demonstrations, the riots, the fires, and now the deadly shootings. The chaos. The chaos. Is it helping Donald Trump? Is the chaos helping Donald Trump? What do you think? 750-1310, 750-1310, 750-1310. Let's take some calls here. Bob is in Renfrew. Good morning, Bob.
Morning, Rob. Glad to have you back, buddy.
Great to hear you. Thank
Bob,
you.
I heard some breaking news near the end of the week that hasn't been mentioned yet.
Okay.
Merrick mentioned a bit about it, but I don't think anybody really paid attention to it. And that was about you catching a huge bass. I don't know if that's true or not.
Me? No. A neighbor down the street from me did catch a very large, what was it, lake trout.
Okay.
Yes, very, very big.
Well, I heard you'd caught a bass and you were going to get it mounted over your wood-burning fireplace. That's right.
You're up to date on everything. You've got the scoop on everything there.
I sure do, Rob.
Yeah. You've got what do you got, spies on me up in the woods there, buddy?
Because they said, Rob Snow couldn't catch a cold, let alone a bass.
No, I'll tell you what, I was not having a good summer fishing-wise, but over the last couple of weeks I caught a few dandies. So,
yeah, the bass you're going to bite now, Rob, eh?
So, yeah, I don't know.
October's the best time to catch bass. That's
Okay.
Up for the winter.
Well, that's good. It says you called not to talk about bass, but benefits. Government benefits, Bob.
Rob, it's a tricky situation to say. It depends what part of the country you live in.
Right, okay.
Like up here in Renfrew,
Yes.
they're just looking for men steady up here for jobs.
Right, okay.
In the house building, which and quite a few places around here, and they just can't get nobody to work.
Oh, really?
So it depends.
There's a labor shortage. There's a labor shortage in Renfrew.
Yes, there is. They all go to the city to work, Rob, eh?
Oh, I see. Okay. All right.
And on Trudeau, Rob?
Yes.
Fall election or spring election, huge majority.
You think he's going to win a big majority?
I think so, Rob.
Yeah.
And as far as I'm concerned, there was a show about he's untouchable.
He's untouchable.
He can get in and out of scams, you know that already.
Yes.
And I think he's going to get a huge... the opposition is not going to be strong enough, Rob.
And he may want to take advantage of that, right?
Well, I'm quite sure he will.
I mean, it's one of the great advantages of being prime minister is you more or less get to time the election to your favor.
I wouldn't doubt yet, Rob, we see a fall election.
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised either, sir.
You know, I think he realizes that he's got a good chance to jump on them right now because they have no caucus yet or anything, and now's the time to go.
Sure, and say, look, I had your back during the pandemic. Right, I had your back. I came up with the CERB, and now I have these other programs to get us out.
Exactly.
You know?
He's got a lot of backup.
Okay. All right.
Bob, you know.
All right, Bob. Good to hear from you, sir.
Yeah. Good luck.
Thank you,
Rob.
sir.
Thanks.
Yeah. It sounds like the Liberals are plotting to offer Canadians some sort of, New Deal or Green New Deal. I hope we can talk about this during our talkback hour. Universal basic income. Which makes it to the front page of the report on business this morning. Reforming EI. Imagine working for 3 weeks and qualifying for 6 months of employment insurance. After working for 3 weeks, you would qualify for 6 months of employment insurance. We could talk about the U.S. presidential election. A little more than 2 months away. Not too many people that think the winner is going to be declared election night. Could take weeks, could take months. Who knows? Gosh, I find the situation in the United States taking a dark turn. I watch the cable news. It's unbelievable some of the things you see. Like what went on in Kenosha. First of all, with the shooting of another black man, 7 times shot in the back, but. Then you have the 17-year-old charged with murder, first-degree murder. His lawyer arguing already it's self-defense. That will be the argument. And we'll see if it's a jury that has to figure that out. Whatever the case might be. What I can't understand, and I mean, it must be a cultural thing. What is a 17-year-old doing out at all hours of the night, walking the streets of Kenosha or any city with an AR-15? What's going on there? What's happening in that house? As though that is like a completely normal behavior. Just look at me. I'm walking down a city street, my hat on backwards with an AR-15 like I'm G.I. Joe. And it's all well and good. And this is perfectly normal. They're shooting at each other. No. Trump supporter shot yesterday. The 17-year-old accused of murdering 2 others. Scary stuff to me. Mark. Good morning, Mark.
Thank you, Rob.
Yes, Mark.
I do believe that Donald Trump does know what he's doing and he's acting strategically.
Okay.
A cornered rat is a very dangerous animal.
Okay.
And Trump is completely amoral. He does realize that one of the keys to his victory in 2016 was voters who did not want him to become president, but would not do the one thing that could stop it, actually go to the polls and vote for the Democratic nominee. Maybe he can have that repeated if he can make his opponents more militant and more angry that they won't want to do such a moderate
or maybe even make them
thing is go to the polls.
Maybe make them afraid too, Mark. That without me, this is what you're going to get: chaos and bedlam and blood on the street.
Well, he's already got that vote locked up. They're going to come out for him. He can count on them. But if he can stop people who don't like him from going and voting for the other side, and see, when he talks about that voting mail fraud, that's the classic propaganda technique. A lie repeated 1,000 times becomes the truth. He knows what he's doing. Unfortunately, too many people in the media, they give these accusations the term conspiracy theories. They're not theories at all. A theory is an educated guess. You're trying to explain a phenomenon. You don't have sufficient information, so you're forced to speculate, but you do so based on available evidence and what can be extrapolated from it. That's not what Alex Jones does. There is no evidence that mail-in voting produces massive fraud. Quite the contrary. But Trump knows that if he says it again and again, it'll be believed.
Okay.
One other, if I might add,
Sure.
really a disturbing thing about Carl Rittenhouse, that 17-year-old. So you have a country where there's a plague of young white males committing mass shootings with AR-15s, and he's walking in the street with one, and the police just drive by without stopping him.
Mm-hmm.
The same police who shoot a black man in the back 8 times when he's not holding a gun. I mean, that's pretty disturbing.
Yeah. Agreed. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you for your call. We'll be right back. Have a phone line for you, 750-1310, 750-1310, 613-750-1310. The Talkback Hour on the Rob Snow Show on Rogers TV and 1310 News.
Streams of Truth, brought to you by Sportsnet Now.
Hello, sports fan. What do you want your life to be? Do you want to stream the game on any device? Do you want 24/7 access to your favorite sport? Do you want the freedom of streaming sports with just the power of the internet?
Sportsnet Now.
The answer is yes, by the way.
Starting at $9.99. Visit smnow.ca for details.
Alpine Credits. Hi, I'm calling to get a debt consolidation loan. No problem. Do you own your home? Maybe. Okay, your APRU maybe. You just made that word up. No, I didn't. It's commonly used. Use it in a sentence. Easy. The word APRU maybe is a totally normal, very good word that people use. See?
Alpine Credits, where homeowners get approved, and maybe homeowners get approved, maybe, and we make it work sometimes. Alpine Credits, some conditions apply. Fiscal license 12616.
We asked real Ford owners across Canada what they thought of their new 2020 F-150. It's great for work, it's great for play. It's just beautiful on the road, plenty of power.
Thanks, Ford, for making a vehicle that I absolutely love.
You said it. Now get it with Ford employee pricing. You pay what we pay. Get over $16,000 in total price adjustments with optional features selected on a new 2020 F-150 Limited. Visit your local Ford store or Ford.ca. Real Ford owners have been compensated for their time.
The right amount. That's not big enough.
Tonight, the new episode. Does life get any better than this?
That was fun. How you want to do it? Helping John himself phone him.
This is one of the most astonishing things I've ever seen. To the next level! This is your moment. America's Got Talent. Tuesdays and Wednesdays, 8/7 Central on City TV. Or stream live at citytv.com.
Here's Allison Slepnick of the Waterford Retirement Community with an important message.
Thanks, Mark. Here we grow again, and I'm so excited to announce that we're in the final stretch of construction of our beautiful new location in Barhaven Town Center at the corner of Marketplace and Longfield, the Waterford Grand Retirement Residence, and the Bristol Seniors Apartments. Check us out now online and learn about a special new offer for early...